This right here is the Tisas PX-9 Duty 2.0 Comp. That's a mouthful, but this is also packed with features. Let's talk about the performance, the features. I actually have an initial impressions little clip there so I can explain how it felt after I fired that first mag, and then we'll talk about price and all the review stuff. So let's jump into it. First magazine with the new PX-9, so let's check it out, see how it feels. I haven't fired this yet, just brought it home and loaded a mag, and for now we're using some 115 grain Blazer brass FMJs, full metal jackets. Okay, let's do it. That trigger is really nice, actually. It's very soft, feels good. Great feel too, the grip. I haven't changed any of the grip panels out or the back straps or anything yet, and that's something I'm gonna try. But this is the stock configuration, how it came out of the box. So far, I mean, it feels really nice, first mag. Like I said, that trigger, it's really impressive. And look at that giant comp cut right on top of the barrel. Very similar to that Echelon comp. So far, I like it. No issues with the first mag. All right, so initial impressions, and let's talk about some features right off the bat. And we'll talk about specs in a little bit, but we're gonna start with features because I just shot it and don't know much about it. I just received it. So let's talk about what I noticed. What's really cool is these grip panels are actually replaceable, and it comes with additional grip panels to swell up that palm swell a little bit. The back strap right here is also replaceable, and it comes with that, and it comes with a mag well. So I'm gonna attach that mag well and we'll see if I notice any difference with that. You have an extended mag release right here on the side. There's enough resistance to it to where I'm not accidentally tripping it. And you'll notice the trigger. The trigger is actually really sweet, but we'll jump to the trigger details a little bit later. Right here you can see you have an ambidextrous slide hold open / release lever right over here. And your takedown lever is actually a really cool design. This takedown lever also acts as a thumb rest or ledge for your supporting thumb. And of course, also you'll notice this gigantic cut right here in the barrel. So it is a compensated version. You can see the slides cut away and the barrel matches that comp cut. You do have a 3-dot system. You have a white dot in front. Right here in the back you have a serrated rear sight with a notch cut in it. And you'll notice right back here you have a striker indicator. You can tell right now that striker is loaded, that striker is ready. Squeeze the trigger and that striker goes away. You have a loaded chamber indicator that pops up when there's a round in the chamber. I just loaded up a empty casing right here. Now the gun does come with 2 magazines. This one's an 18 rounder, and then this guy right here is an 18 plus 2, so you got a 20 rounder. The MSRP on this guy is $522.99. What that means is as these actually start hitting the stores, they're gonna be significantly less. I wouldn't doubt you're gonna find these for under 500 bucks with all the cool stuff that it comes with. Speaking of which, what does this actually come with? This is the box it comes with, and here are the accessories right here. So obviously you have the pistol, and then it comes with this extra magwell right here. Then it also comes with this inside the waistband trigger guard style holster. It grabs onto the trigger guard and the frame of the gun. It just pulls straight out. Comes with a little mag loader, plastic trigger lock. Now these are the extra back straps it comes with. So if you want to take that grip and make it extra poofy, you got this guy, or if you want to make it extra thin, you got this guy. These are the grip panels. You can slap in different grip panels and they have different widths to them, and you can mix and match. Maybe you want it thicker on one side of the gun and thinner on the other, or just make it thicker overall. That's a cool feature. You got an optic plate right here. Like I said, this is cut for an RMR style optic. You got some cleaning tools. Then you have a smaller mag release here. So if that mag release is too thick, you can swap it out for a thinner one. Now what's really cool, here's the mag release right here. If you look at the side, you'll notice there's that little extension on it. You can take this and swap this out for a thinner one if you don't want it to stick out that far without having to tear the gun apart and undoing the entire mag release system. Now this video was made possible by TacPack. That sounds like freedom. Now TacPack is a monthly subscription box full of tactical gear and accessories sent right to your door every single month, and there's multiple tiers from really basic memberships all the way to a premium membership. Here's an idea of some of the stuff that you get in your monthly TacPack. Like this Mission First pistol bag, and these are the Walker Icon tankers. They're mil-spec ballistic rated safety glasses. This is the Battle Arms Bad Rack AR-15 charging handle. This is an Inforce weapon mounted light. It's a white light and a 1000 milliwatt IR as well. Now for something that comes in the mail, that's a cool gift. Now if you use code MBK, you get 60 bucks worth of free gear in your first TacPack that you get. Again, use code MBK, and shout out and thank you to TacPack for supporting my channel and my mission. All right, a little bit of quick scale play right here. We're just gonna weigh the gun unloaded with the mag well on. We are at 1 pound, 8.6 ounces. Regarding these two magazines, these are Metgar magazines. So it's a good magazine brand. I have these for a lot of my guns. They run well. So this one right here, this is an 18 rounder, and this one's a 20 rounder because you have that +2 magazine extension on the bottom. These are based on the 226 pattern magazine, so they're widely available on the market. The internal components are NATO spec nickel coated, and then the barrel and slide has a QPQ finish. That's for the wear and the corrosion resistance. We have a flat-faced aluminum trigger with a built-in trigger safety, similar to the Glock style triggers. So we are unloaded, and let's play with the trigger a little bit. So right here, here's your take up right there. Little squeeze, and then boom, a quick break. Here's your reset right there. And then that reset is right on the wall. Squeeze, clean break. So the trigger is very predictable and it's very light. Reset, break. And what's nice about this trigger is that reset is very audible. I like a nice audible reset because it helps you not short stroke that trigger. All right, now let's talk about actual performance on the range. So we did a couple 100 rounds, and I went to Tennessee Silencer out in Seymour, Tennessee. They're awesome. They let me use their range, and they have a good little shooting gallery so I can test out the plate racks and stuff like that. That said, without having mounted an optic to this, it's a very good shooter. The sights do seem to be dialed in. The iron sights seem to be dialed in just fine to the point of aim. Now I will also say with this massive comp chunk cut right out of the barrel and the slide, looking at the slow motion footage, you can definitely see a lot of those gases do escape through the top, helping you compensate and combat the recoil. Also, I mean, it's 9mm, so the recoil is not bad, but in this day and age, the less recoil you can get out of a gun, that means the faster the follow-up shots and the more accurate the follow-up shots too. Now out on the range, I only had one failure, and what was strange because we pulled the round out of the chamber when it didn't fire, so that was the failure. It just didn't detonate the round. I don't know what happened. If you pulled the round out of the gun after, and we didn't notice anything. I mean, there wasn't even a dent in the primer, so I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's slightly out of battery. I couldn't tell you. It just didn't go boom. We took the round, stuck it back in the gun, fired it, and then it went off. Out of the few hundred rounds that we went through, that's the only issue whatsoever that we had. Is this worth that about $500, high $400 price tag? Absolutely, and that's one of the cool things about the Turkish imports. Again, this is a Tisas, so it's made in Turkey and it's imported by SDS Arms in Knoxville, Tennessee. These PX-9s actually run really well and they're a great value. It's super customizable. You can change this grip however you want, including the back straps, the side panels, ambidextrous controls. You can reverse the magazine release. You have a compensator cut on it, and then the slide serrations aren't cut deep, but they're very aggressive, so it's extremely easy to manipulate. Your hands aren't slipping around, and the styling is overall pretty decent too. Now looking at it, it actually looks a lot like the old Springfield XDs. Very similar profile. It's a very tall gun, so you're gonna have a higher bore axis. When you're out there actually shooting, there's not much recoil impulse whatsoever, so it's a very fast follow-up shots. Now, the intention of this gun is to be a competition-ready gun. You have this awesome flat-face trigger. It's packed with features. So somebody looking for a first gun out there, somebody looking for something to start shooting, honestly, even carrying. And if you don't want the compensator, they have a non-comped version. This guy comes with a nice aluminum mag well, and it really takes your fingers and scoops it into that gun well. If you get the opportunity to go test one out before you buy, as always, that's my #1 recommendation. Don't buy something because of what I said. Buy it because you've had firsthand experience shooting it. I'm sure you got a friend out there or a gun range that might rent one of these so you can test it out. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you have an awesome and blessed week. Take care.